Good morning. Our gospel this morning talks about the great envy and greed of the Pharisees. The Pharisees felt towards Jesus and their plot of killing them. The question for today's gospel would be, are you ready to take up your cross and follow Christ in his way of victory? In John chapter 11, verse 45, beginning at verse 45, Jesus once again performed a great miracle. Those who witnessed was amazed. But then again, there were some who reported this event to the Pharisees. Now during these times, ikapila ng higayon nga masuko ug maglagot ang mga Pariseo kan Jesus because people who believed in him are growing more in numbers. Misamot pa kadaghan ng mga taong mituo kang Jesus nga siya mao ang Misaya nga pinadala sa atong labawng Ginoo. Even though Jesus had performed such miracles, ug uban pang mga buhat nga makapamatuod nga tinuod nga siya ang maong pinadala, Pharisees were still blinded with envy and greed. They hated the way Jesus' influence has spread all throughout the places and to many more people. Greed and envy, jealousy and anger. These mentioned words are not new to our ears. Nasayod na kita kung unsa ning mga pulunga. Greed, sa ato pa, kahakog. Envy, kasina. Jealousy, pangabugho. Ug anger, kasuko. Envy and jealousy, commonly, we would say they have the same meaning. Pero sige pa na akong panghibalo bahay nining mga pulong, akong nasinati pa nga, jealousy and envy both involve a feeling of desire for what other person has. But jealousy is usually thought to be more negative. It often involves resentment towards the other person. While envy, on the other hand, is also a negative feeling, but like a mix of admiration and discontent. But the word doesn't usually imply hostility. Sa ato pa nga pinulungan, ang jealousy or pangabugho nga pagbati commonly involves hostility or pagdumot. Unlike envy or kasina, nga usually wala man kaayo ni ini nga pagbati. Now back to our gospel. Nahisgot pag-usab ang mga negatibong pagbati sa mga Pariseo towards Jesus that led them to plot a killing. Pharisees gathered around and conducted a meeting. The high priest during those times was a man named Caiaphas. He was the one who organized the killing of Jesus and convinced his members and the other Pharisees on how and what the benefits would be. Because of greed, envy, jealousy, and anger, these led the Pharisees to execute what the meeting was all about. As I've mentioned earlier, these words are not new to our ears. For us we live in this world, we could and would eventually encounter these words towards people around us. And what's worse, kung kita mismo ang makabati ni ini. Lain man siyang pamadalandungon because these negative feelings or those negative feelings were the cause of the harsh persecution of Jesus. But it is commonly mabatian sa usa ka huyang nga tao. Nganong huyang ang tao nga makabati ni ini? This does not only mean weak nga tao physically, but it also mean tao nga huyang in understanding and in spiritual aspect. Tao nga huyang og salabutan. Tao nga huyang sa mga butang sa pagsabot og sa espirituhanong aspeto sa kinabuhi. Because those are negative feelings. And we all know that negative feelings are from the devils itself. Pero kung ikaw usa ka tawo nga lumulupyo nining kalibutan ug may Ginoo sa imong kinabuhi, you can resist such negative feelings we can resist such negative feelings. Resist is pagsukol. Nganong resist pa man ang word kung may Ginoo na di ay sa atong kinabuhi? Bisan man tuod og may Ginoo sa atong kinabuhi, devils will not just stand in the corner. Because the more you draw closer to God, the more temptations the devil will give to you. Pero whatever temptations and negative feelings will come in our lives, we should resist in the name of God. Dapat musukol kita sa ngalan sa atong Ginoo. Mapildi lamang sa daotang mga butang ang usa ka huyang nga tawo kung magpapildi pod niini, kung magpadala pod niini. Pero kung kita may dakong pagsalig sa Ginoo, ligunon kita niya. Maligon pa sa tanang klase nga mga ligon. Holy Week is about to come. In the days ahead, we have a choice to walk with Jesus through this week or to go on about our lives as if everything is normal, like all is normal. Pero kita, isip Kristohanon og mga sumusunod na kang Kristo, the coming week is not just an ordinary week for us because next week is the holiest of weeks. I just remember that I was once asked, nga isip ko na usa ka acolyte o proclaimer, unsa daw akong favorite season sa church. I mean, I love all the seasons sa atong church. Ordinary time, Advent, Christmas, Epiphany, Pentecost, and Easter. But the season of Lent do stand in my heart. Ilabi na pag Holy Week, because then again, we will remember the great love of Jesus towards us. We will remember his great sacrifice for us. We will remember how he had saved us. We remember why he was crucified. Surely, every season and every Sunday, we are reminded by how great and loving Jesus is. It's just that the season of Lent gives us a more teachings about the remaining earthly life of Jesus. O ngano nga, mag-sign of the cross taa. As we are about to enter the holiest of weeks, let us all try to ponder daily readings. To ponder is pamalandong. Let us all try to ponder the great stories and teachings we will hear. Let us ponder the love of Jesus for us. Because Jesus gave his life for us. Let us fearlessly acknowledge and even openly proclaim that Jesus was crucified for us with great joy and glory in our hearts. As Holy Week is about to come, let us take up our cross and follow Christ in his way of victory. Ato pang mas labing hinumduman nga Jesus is waiting for us. He walks with us in our darkest hours. We should also follow and walk with him in his way of victory. Mao kini ta Ebanghelyo, all glory belongs to God alone.